Let's talk about the I of pride. It's I will listen. Now, as I say these communication skills, let me tell you something, guys. It doesn't mean I've arrived. All right? Listening skills are perhaps the hardest thing in the world, but I think the most valuable. And I want to share with you a story. I was in my office writing my book, 20 Days to the Top. Now, this was just a few years ago. Now, I'm a salesperson, guys. I'm not an author. All right? So when I sat down to write this book, I had to learn how to write a book. And they said it's supposed to be 20 chapters long, 10 pages a chapter. So I said, I'm going to write this book in 20 weeks. Which meant I could not start my weekend until I wrote the last word. I made a deal with myself. Well, it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and I'm writing the listening skills chapter of my book, and I wrote 2 pages, and I got nothing else to write about. I ran out of stuff, right? And I'm all frustrated because I want to start my weekend. Well, in the door walks my 4.5-year-old boy, Jake. And Jake comes in, and I'm typing away, and I'm trying to think of something to write about. And he says, Daddy, look at this. I made this construction paper apple tree at school, and I got to use the Elmer's glue, and Miss Smith said I could use the scissors, but not the sharp ones because you could cut yourself. And he's talking. He's giving his greatest sales presentation. I'm pulling the patented faker listening technique. You know this one, right? You just kind of, and you'll throw out a couple words to make them think you're with them. You'll say, oh, glue, scissors, Smith, right? And of course, he's talking. And finally, he knew I was blowing him off because my body language is saying, I'm really not that interested. He's disappointed. He walks away. I'll never forget this. He walks away. He says, all right, Daddy, bye. And I said, Jake, I'm so sorry. Daddy's got to finish this, but I want to see that later, okay? It's important. All right, hey, shut the door behind you. And I got back to important things. 8:30 that night, I finished, typed my last word, went through spell check, this editing software, and I started reading what I wrote. And it said, don't ever fake listen, especially with your most important customers. They'll know you're faking and they won't forget it. And I read that and I said, got it? I ran out to that kitchen. I said, Jake, I'm sorry. Oh, you got your jammies on. That's good. Hey, Jake, I'll tell you what. I want to see that. Let me see that. And of course, what's he do? No, it's okay, Daddy. Jake, come on. I want to see it. It's real important. You said you got to use the glue and scissors? No, it's okay. I already showed it to Mommy. Show me the tree, Jake. I said, okay. I didn't do that. All they wanted to, right? Now, here's the thing. The lesson for me, first of all, I thought, geez, did I traumatize this kid? And I said, well, probably not that. I probably traumatized him a lot. But I thought about this. I said, holy cow, 2 lessons I learned. 1, Sullivan, don't be a hypocrite and write books and pages about being a good listener when you're horrible at it. You better work on it. And number 2 is what I thought. I said, wow, if it's so easy for me to fake listen with one of my #1 customers, right? Because at that time, I only had 3 #1 customers in my life. My wife, Leanne, my boy, Jake, and my little Shay. And I was working on my 4th customer at the time. Who says cold calling can't be fun? Right? And I thought about this. I said, if I'm so bad listening with them, how am I with the people I only kind of care about? So I made a commitment. I said, I know we're all tired. We come home, big busy days, and we need me time. We need me time. But then I thought, if American Family Insurance CEO called me, at any time, would I say, sorry, Dave, it's me time. So why would I do it to them? So I have a job for you. By the way, I want to introduce you to my boy at 4.5 years old. That's Jake. My wife says, why do you use that picture? He looks like Chucky from the horror movie. Right? But I have a job for you. You're all getting an opportunity to go home today, or many of you. I want you to go home and I want you to find one of your #1 customers, and I want you to ask this question. Am I a good listener? And when they're telling you, don't fake listen. Don't think about what you're going to say next. In fact, you're not allowed to say anything next except thank you. And the habit that you will create is when I ask questions, I'm doing it because I want to learn. And that's a habit that will make you a better friend, a better parent, a better brother, sister. But more importantly, it's not more importantly. Actually, the spin-off is you're just going to be better with other people. And that will lead to referrals and current customers and stealing customers from the biggest competitors. So try it with your family.